I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Vince Fekete. I'm from SolarKit Hungary. Thank you very much. And this presentation will be about our mounting solution, our mounting system, the mount kit. So, just at the start, how did we start as SolarKit? You know, we started as an installation company. That means we just been through a lot of mistakes and faults and fuck-ups, to be honest, about everything. And these steps are our base, what we can build on. This is why we just try to make an experience-based procurement, and this is our one of advantage that we exactly know how we can and should use the goods what we are selling. What can you find on the market today about the mounting structure? The base, or the under the base, is the do-it-yourself guys in every country, I think, who just buys the the metal, makes the welding at home, makes the structure, and they will have a mounting structure for them. I don't want to assume is it good, is it bad, but that's not a mass-produced thing with good checkings and testings. So if somebody wants to make a do-it-yourself project, we let them. If they need something, we can just sell it, and you can just sell to them. But I think that's not our scope. But what is the bare minimum what you can find? You can find a lot of Chinese, a lot of Turkish, or maybe even Romanian, or Hungarian, or German, or Austrian. So a lot of kind of mounting systems that are very good priced. They have very good solutions, but there is a gap between the bare minimum and the professional. Oh, sorry, the professional is in Hungarian right now. So the professional, the gap is the planning, the structures, and a lot of testing. We, as a SolarKit Hungary, right now we are using Enerack. You know that it's we right now call Mount Kit by Enerack. This is the name because the Enerack's rails and system is the base. We've been through a lot of upgrade together, so we just adjust some things. We just said that it would be better this way or this way or this way. And right now we see that we are in a common point where we can't go further together. So we will sell Enerack in Mount Kit name, in Mount Kit brand, but the next level, the next generation of our structure maybe will be different a little, but it will be compatible. For the first generation, totally we were compatible. But we want to have a professional mounting system without this huge step in a cost. Because if you compare the big ones, the K2, the Enerack Compact mounting solution, and so on, with the Chinese brands, one of the biggest, what you just see, is the price gap. And we don't want to step to this high, but we want to give you the advantages of the professional solution. So you don't see here, but we are official distributor of Mount Kit. You can be too in your region, so we are open to make a distribution channels and go further together. But what will MountKit just give for the users? I think that's a very reliable and a fast solution. So I will show you, you can just put together easily and without a lot of tools. I will need a screwdriver right here, but you can mount it very fast to the roof. It's affordable yet high quality. That means in every new batch of mounting system, we will make a material test and endurance test too. So we want to be sure, and then you can be sure about that it will endure everything what it should have. And the third one, I think that's the biggest step, is we will give you from April a plan, so a planning software with statics. I think this is the biggest step. So the little assembly or a little overview about the goods. I just want to introduce to you these goods. So if you think about the pitched roof, then we can go with tile or with shingled roof, with metal roof, or there are some unique roofs, but what we can use. So mainly, we need, the first step is to mount something to the structure, the weight holding structure. These are mainly the hooks, of course, and we can fix hook. We have here a adjustable hook, so you can set the degree if the wood is not so straight. Even we have in two places adjustable hooks. Or if you have a very long tile, we can use this hook. It's a F01. And to these hooks always comes the rail, the holding rail. I can show you that it's very easy to assemble it. I should put the microphone down, but the main step is just to hold this way with this nut, and easily, if you have everywhere secured the hooks, you can just put to the bottom side of the nut and just twist it inside. It needs a little force, and after that you can screw it with a screwdriver easily. Sorry, my mistake. So you can screw it easily with a screwdriver. You don't have to go with hand or with other screwdrivers. From the bottom, with a machine, you can just secure it easily. So the base layer is the hooks. So then comes the rail, and to the rail comes the panels and the mid and the end clamps. Right now, we have two kind of mid clamps. One is just a clamp what goes between two panels, and the second one is the newest one, and I think that's better. That's with the spring and the earthing plate. This earthing plate is a very handy thing. You can make the earthing, the PE, very easily, because in this plate, there are little teeth, let's say, what scratches the panel's color, and it make the connection with the panel. It will be connected to the rail, and from the rail, just a minute, with another tool, it's a ELG, it's a earthing knit, let's say. Here is a plate too, and you can scratch the rail in elsewhere and put the wire here to this side. So it's not needed to make a cable to just screw in somewhere, but with these tools, it's more convenient and I think faster. I put down the microphone and I show to you. The plate should be just fully laid on the rail, and in other place you can put this ELG to the other place, so you can switch it, and it could be this way or this way. It's no problem. You secure it. You scratch the surface of the rail, and here you can put the yellow-green cable to make the earthing. So the earthing is more convenient with these tools. Also, we have end clamps. As you see, we have in a black, we have in a silver. That's totally up to you. What do you order? It could be match the panels. Please? Yeah, panels color. Thank you very much. And the end clamp is not so easily attachable, so I cannot just put here and twist. Unfortunately, I have to just slide it to the rail. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, unfortunately, I have a cutted rail and both end cutted. So this is why I'm struggling with this. But if you can, so you can try it out. In the outside, we have rails. I give you the end clamps, and it goes smoothly. It's much more easier. So for the tile roof, we are set it up. Then we can use the shingled one. For the shingled roof, we can use these kind of screws, or if it's a very low angled, then so we can use even the mini rails. Don't use mini rails in a big angle. So if the roof is 45 degree, don't use the mini rail. If it's 20 degree, then you can use the mini rails, but the more secure way is always this screw, because it's go straight to the wood, to the weight holding structure, and that's the main point. You always have to connect your system to the weight holding structure, and to this comes these L-shaped tools, and to these L-shaped tools comes the rails again, then the mid clamp, and so on and so on. If we speak about the metal roof, with the metal roof with these straight metal sides, we can use these kind of clamps. We have this mini clamp. It is for the low angle, and we have this longer, bigger clamp. It is for the higher angle. So if you had 25 degree metal roof, maybe this one is okay, but from 25, yes, I suggest to use the bigger one. It's more secure and reliable. I know the price is a little bit higher, but it's more secure. Okay. For metal roof, there you can use also the mini rails. The metal roof where just goes like this one. If it's can lay to two of the top side of the roof, it's totally okay. So with 4 screws, you can connect it and secure it, and lay the panels and use the mid and the end clamps. So I think it's easy to use. Okay, am I missing something? Some kind of pitched roof? No. Okay. Then 2 more extra. The one is we can connect the rails. The connection between rails are very crucial because if the wind just attacks the system in one side and the rails are connected together, then the other side supports it. So always use rail connectors. It goes to the other side of the rail, here down, just this way, and you can secure it with a screw. Here comes the other rail. Okay. And the end cap we have, this is mainly for aesthetic, or somebody uses it because don't let the bees or the wasps go inside the rail, but it's a very open rail, but you can use end caps too. It looks good with the black colored panels frame. Okay. So this was the pitched roof, and we have a roof. We have a flat roof. I just have to make a little space here. Just a minute. We have 2 kind of flat roof systems. The one is the Pro, and the second is the Ultimate. The Pro is mainly for the panels which have a long side below 2 meters. So it's not longer than 2 meters, not higher. They use Pro because it holds the panel on the short side, so in the side, and you can use one leg to hold 2 panels. I just put it together, just a minute. So as you see, we have a front leg and we have a back leg, and we can lay here 2 panels easily, one and from the other side. If there is 2 panels, we are using the spring-loaded mid-clamp, or if it's just the last one, then use the end clamp. Not this one, the other one with the bolt. So this is holds on the short side. Of course, you have to put there ballast weights. It is adjustable, so this is why we have 2 ballast trays. And we are using here 20 times 20 times 8 centimeter big ballasts. But you can put here anything. You can buy stones or anything you want to put. I just asked if you put here something, the minimum and the maximum, so the weight should be around 20 kilogram. So 1 ballast is 20 kilogram in this system. And here too, you can use this earthing plate. You can put it here next to the back leg, because if you using this earthing mid-clamp, here totally comes down and you can put it together with no problem. And of course, you have to connect the rails here too. And with these connectors, you can save a lot of ballast. If you have a big field of system and you don't make a connection, then you should put ballast almost everywhere, because the own weight does not support the other panels. But if you put it together, I will show you, then it will be much more cheaper. I just had to ask about where we should put the cables. And we have 2 these cable holding clamps, or yeah, it should be a clamp. This supports 4 and this supports 2. In the bottom, there is a little place. You can put it to the panel's frame, and here just comes the cables, the DC cables. Use this one, it's very convenient. I think for every panel, if you have a big field, use the bigger one and ask 3 for 1 panel, because 2 will hold the cables from the panel what goes out, and 1 can hold the other strings cables. So the Pro is for the short side and up to 2 meter, and we have the Ultimate, what is for the bigger panels. That means it's about the 2 meter long, and the main difference between these two are it holds the panel at the long side. So you should put 2 rails with 2 legs. Just a minute. So you have 2 rails and 2 back and front legs in every panels. It supports the all. So this means this will be a little bit expensive because you need 1 more rail. this one. But for the big panels, if you don't mount it to this kind of way, so it holds on the long side, it will have, I don't know what's the name of that, but yeah, it will have. And that's not good because it just make little cracks in the cell, and it will have a hotspot, and so on and so on. So that's not good. So up to 2 meter, use the Pro, and above the 2 meter, use the Ultimate. And here you can see a software, but I think that's the biggest step of ours right now. We could give you a whole plan and a whole static and a whole ballasting plan to make a Pro structure. This means that according to your state's law, you can count out what kind of forces will attack the system, and your system, how much weight will put to the roof. Here in Hungary, for the residential installations, we do not need this kind of planning with statics, but in Austria and for bigger like C&I scale systems, we have to make this one. The biggest inverter of these statics, it's K2. I think everybody knows that. They were the first one who just started to use this kind of technology. And right now, it's a test phase, but from April, you will be able to draw the roof and plan the whole system on it. It will help you. It will count out how much panels can you put there. And as you see, it's a walkthrough. Yesterday I just made this. This is our roof here. So you just plan the roof or draw the roof, put the height and other informations about the roof, and according to the GPS location, it will count out then the snow load and the wind load. And with this, it can count out the ballast. So yes, you have to put the building height, the slope of the roof, and here comes a very crucial step. Not the roofing, it's very easy to know what kind of roofing is there. But when I will click to the peak velocity pressure, it's a parapet width, yes. And the snow load, it's easy. It's here according to the Hungarian law, because we are in Hungary right now. And the peak velocity pressure, here comes 5 categories. These categories are crucial to be set right, because in every country there is a map of the wind and snow loads, and every country just sets a standard. Then in their first zone or in their second zone, what kind of forces are. Yes, but for the wind, it's not the same if you are on the shore or if you are between the houses. And these 5 categories is crucial to know. If you have a very straight of wind, like in a category 0, like it's a sea or coastal or exposed to the open area, or in a category 1, is there some woods that can break the wind, or the category 2, and where is low vegetation and grass and isolated obstacles, or category 3, where is the same height of other buildings, or the category 4, where you are in the city. mainly. This one. So you have to check check the category well. If you use higher category, that's not a problem because it will give you more ballast. But if you use lower, that's dangerous because the wind just can blow off the whole system from the roof. Of course, you can use a lot of PV modules. Our aim is to set all of the right now reachable panels from our wholesale. And you can just click on that and use that. And here is it's a southwest system. You can set the ballast blocks, what kind of end and mid clamps do you want to use, and the groups of the panels you can set. Here in Hungary, it's not regulated by the law that we have to let half a meter after 10 meters. But I don't know, in your country, is there that kind of need? So you can set it there, and it will count with that. So here we see the roof with the automated placed panels. You can just erase if you want. You can put more here if you want. So that's totally up to you. You can just tilt it or turn it if you need. So that's totally up to you. It's automatic shape for the convenience, but you can make it by yourself with no problem. And if you just made the shape or the place of position, then you can check the shades. Here you see there was a little shade on the side, and here we can see then the ballast. The rails are connected together, and I don't know if you see a yellow one and yellow and the green points. The yellow means you should put there two ballast blocks, each of 20 kilo. If you see the green one here, then 1 times of 20 kilogram ballast block. And if we see red, that means it needs 3 of ballast blocks to hold it together. But if I zoom out, you can see if to the middle of the system, it's not needed to put a lot, and even to the side because of the connecting. This is why very crucial to connect the rails. Just a minute, I'm searching. At the end, it will show, but here we can check. We have a documentation about these plans. It's a 54-paged documentation where just every given data is in, every plan is in, so you get a ballast plan, what you can give to your installators, and according to that, they can put the ballast in the right position. Maybe you will have an electrical part too, that's our question right now, but for the ballast and the positioning, you will get exact locations, what just helps you and makes it easier to install the whole system. So here, if you just checked everything, then comes the BOM, the bill of material for this system, how much of rails, backlegs, and so on does we need. We can download it. But at the end, our aim is If you click to the finalize the project, you will find it on the web shop's basket. So it will much more easier to buy it. It will be automatically. And this project report that you see here is the heart of this software. So with this, you can go to the owner of the place and give it to them. So your system is fully planned, is secured, and you can give them forces, how much weight and how much force will this system put to the roof. They had to check it with the static people. Is that roof enough strong to hold it or not? Because right now a lot of roofs are just made very not so weight supportive, let's this say. So it's always good to be checked. Is that roof okay to hold this kind of weight and forces or not? And with this documentation, it's a walkthrough of that, and you can check it here. I will let here. You can be secure that you gave all of the information to your customer, and it's their obligation to check the roof. You are obligated to the system, so not to the roof statics. You are, yes. I think you understand. Okay, thank you. So, this kind of planning and statics, I think that's the next step from the average to the professional side. This is our aim, and with this we want to help to you. Check the report. I will let you. So the summary, what we need and what we want to make. We need an experienced engineer to make the shapes and the plans are very useful, yes, easy to use, and easy to carry system. We need appropriate raw material. So this is why we will make a raw material test and enduring tests. We need good manufacturing quality. Yes, we are searching for manufacturers right now with our own plans. We need quick logistics from them, because if you have any suggestion or you want to change something on a shape, on a form, or you have a hint, then we can implement it and then produce and have it here as soon as possible. So this is our side. And your side will be, you can make a plan with the software. You can have the statics, what will just secure you that you made everything or what needs to be done for a good system. And then you have to make a good installation according to plans. If we do these ones together, right, then we will have an excellent mounting system on the roof. And this is our aim. We want to support you with this. So if you have any question about the support structure, the mounting structure, I will be here. You can ask, and I hope I can help you.